Hey guys, I'm cmasupra and welcome to another War Thunder video. So you know those games where you kill a whole bunch of enemies and you actually don't lose any planes at all? Those are called flawless games, and this particular one that I'm showing you is not. However, the title of the video is Going Flawless, and that is because this video actually consists of two games. The first one, I only lost one plane, the Spitfire, one of my Spitfires, and then I decided to fly the Beaufighter, and I went flawless in the Beaufighter. And the second game involves me going entirely flawless in the P-40E Kittyhawk. So it's two flawless games, one right after the other. I actually played one right after the other, and they both went flawless, so that was awesome. I didn't actually get any kills in the Spitfire before flying this Beaufighter, so whatever kills I get in this Beaufighter are the kills I'm going to get in this game. So the scoreboard at the end will be correct in terms of how well I did in this Beaufighter, and how well I did in regards to this video. So, I know I've already made a video of how awesome the Beaufighter is. I believe I called it the Mighty Beaufighter, because it is mighty, it is awesome. It does have some problems turning because the rudder kinda sucks, but other than that, it is an awesome plane and you can do quite well in it. And that's exactly what I do in this video, as I've already described. So I believe while I was doing that whole big intro, I got 2 kills. I believe I did, I'm not entirely sure. Because when I'm talking about my intros, I never actually pay attention to the game. Or the video, rather. But I believe I got 2 kills. Still trying to find kills, obviously. There is something on my tail. No idea what it is. I am reloading right now, which is one of the downsides of only having cannons. This is the rank 5 Beaufighter, I believe. I don't think there's one at rank 4, but I did just reach rank 6 in all the countries. I'm actually now broke because of it. I had over 9, or no, not over, but close to 900,000 lions. Now I have 8,000 lions. Well, at least that was the case before playing last night, where I eventually ended up getting around 35,000, I believe. I might be wrong. But reaching rank 6 actually made me pretty broke. So there's actually one plane I want to buy and I can't even afford it. It's for the Americans. I don't know what plane it is, but it's kind of sad. I had so many lions and then I reached rank 6 in all the countries at basically the same time. And now I'm broke. But the reason I even mentioned the fact that I ranked up to level 6 or rank 6 in all the countries is because I finally unlocked the rank 6 Beaufighter, which is slightly better than this Beaufighter. It's slower, it's less maneuverable, but it does have 4 machine guns, while this one only has 4 cannons. And I know you're thinking, machine guns are worse than cannons, but it's 4 machine guns in addition to cannons. So it has the same 4 cannons. That was really close to a collision, oh my gosh. But the new Beaufighter, the rank 6 Beaufighter, has the same 4 cannons, and then it also has 4 machine guns to go along with it for when your cannons run out of ammo, basically. So it is quite nice in that aspect. And I do like that because here your cannons don't get much ammo. They don't get much ammo in either of the Beaufighters, but then you do have machine guns still. I'm getting lots of kills from crashes, it seems. That actually seems to be the common cause of kills in the game now, ever since 1.29 came out. Like 1.27 you could kill enemies in the air. Now it seems like it's more about damaging enemies to the point where their plane is inoperable, and then they just crash, and then you get the kill. That does really suck though, because it does give your teammates an opportunity to steal your kill, which I've had it happen to me many times, and I've also done the same to other people many times. Sometimes you don't even know you're stealing the other person's kill until you realize, because you look behind you, hey, that teammate was shooting at the enemy I just killed. Oops, I did not mean to steal the kill. But I did steal the kill simply because the enemy plane was still alive. So, yeah, I don't know. Patch 1.29, I mostly like it. It did fix a lot of bugs. Anyways, this video is not supposed to be about patch 1.29, it's supposed to be about the flawlessness of these two games. So let's talk about that instead. The only problem is I don't actually have anything to talk about. There is one little funny piece at the end of this particular game, this match, this first match in the video. I found it was hilarious, and it's actually part of the game. It's not like a separate bonus clip or something. I am on fire. That is not good, but I am chasing a Catalina, which is... I don't understand a lot of bombers. Like, so many bombers will dive on their target, and then they get shot down. Like, this Catalina is getting shot down. And he's screwed at this point. I really don't need to keep shooting. In fact, I should pull up so I don't crash into the mountain, like I almost did. Air win streak times 6. So already 6 kills in this thing, and we are 5.5 minutes into the video. So the game hasn't been going on for very long at all. So I'm doing really well in the Beaufighter. But as I was talking about, I don't get why some bombers, or actually a lot of bombers, dive down like that, because then they just get shot down and they die, and then it's just a wasted bomber. Whereas if you stay up in the air, as I did in one of my videos, I think it was the realistic battles video, or full real battle video, I did have a little clip at the beginning of that where I stayed up in the air and did quite well. But watch this landing here. I'm trying to come in for a landing, I'm on fire, I'm getting damaged. Land perfectly smooth, and my right gear leg is not extended. That wasn't at the end of the video like I thought. It's more to the middle, or rather the clip. It's not in the end of the clip, it's in the middle of the clip. So I was not expecting that, but it was hilarious. My gear leg was not down, I didn't realize that. And my right engine was on fire, so it's not like I could even see the bottom of my aircraft without intentionally holding down C and looking under it. So I didn't even realize that my gear leg wasn't down. It was just like, oh my gosh, why isn't my right wing staying up? It's touching the ground, and turns out it's because the gear leg was not down. That's actually the first time I've had gear legs damaged to where they wouldn't extend like that. Now, it has happened a whole bunch of times after this one, but this particular one was the first time it ever happened to me. I just thought that was pretty funny, especially the fact that I'm actually getting repaired. How much time is left on the repair? 31 seconds. So not bad. I am watching out for planes, enemy planes, hoping they don't shoot at me. Like this P-40E seems to be getting ready to do, or at least it seemed to be. Now it's just flying away. I don't know what it's doing, but I am watching it to make sure it does not shoot at me so that I don't die, and I am able to get repaired. I only have 6 seconds left, so it should be good to go. He's over a kilometer away, he's not going to reach me that fast. So now let's take off and hope we don't get shot at by it. What else is there to talk about? I don't really know. What should I talk about in these videos? Because there's a lot of downtime in these videos. That's why I did a lot of speeding up in the last one, but I don't know if you guys liked the speeding up or not. There was no comments about it, and the video didn't get as many likes as my War Thunder videos usually do, so I got the feeling you guys didn't like it. You prefer to hear me ramble like this. So I didn't speed up this video. I did consider cutting that landing part where I was just waiting to be repaired. Not the landing itself, because that was hilarious, but waiting to be repaired. I considered cutting that out, but I didn't cut that out either. Anyways, what's done is done. You're watching the video now as it is. You're either enjoying it and watching it, or you're not enjoying it and watching it. There's no chance you're not watching this, because if you're hearing this, you are obviously watching it. Or at least listening to it, maybe not necessarily watching it. But with the flawless game, or flawless video, I would assume you're watching as well. The audio wouldn't be quite as impressive without the video to go with it. That plane sure was going fast. That's something I am bad at. Like, sometimes I'll find an enemy coming at me, like that A-20G was, and I try to go for it, and it turns out he's just going too fast. I'm bad at judging whether or not he's going too fast. It does look like he had a crash there with something, so at least he got shot down, or forced down for some reason or another. So, as I told you earlier, the Beaufighter's rudder is not very good, so I didn't decide to go for that Hurricane. I did decide to go for this Ki-43, but as you can see, I'm having trouble getting my plane to actually aim at it because the rudder was so bad when I was turning. But now that we're flat, I don't have to worry about that, and I can actually just shoot at it. And we'll see if he outturns me. Obviously, he has a tighter turning radius. He is a fighter. I am a heavy fighter, or a medium bomber, maybe? I know I'm a heavy fighter, at least, so he can't outturn me, but he doesn't outturn me, and I am amazed I did not hit my teammate there. I think I didn't even see my teammate there, so I am amazed I didn't hit him. I was just shooting at the enemy aircraft. If I had fired maybe 2 more shots after killing the enemy aircraft, I might have hit my teammate, because at that point the enemy plane would not be able to block the shots that I'm firing, simply because the enemy plane would be falling down from being dead, or shot down. So an I-153, a reserve aircraft, and I'm shooting at it with the rank 5 Beaufighter. It didn't have much of a chance there. It could outturn me and then win that way, but it didn't, because it didn't have even a chance to do that. So how many kills did I get? Let's find out. How flawless did I do with this Beaufighter? 7 kills! Wow. And it says 2 deaths. One was the Spitfire, the other one was the landing, the crash landing. That wasn't really a crash landing. So it's not a death, in my opinion. So 1 death, 7 kills. I did pretty well that game, and I even went flawless with the Beaufighter. So next up is the P-40E Kittyhawk's flawless game. Okay, the P-40E Kittyhawk. Time for it to shine as we go flawless in this thing. I'm amazed I even got 2 flawless games in a row. Some of you might remember the Lag 335 video, and in that video I went flawless. I think I got 8 kills in the Lag 335. That was awesome. That plane is actually pretty good. I think a lot of people don't realize how good it is, because it does only have 1 cannon, 2 machine guns. It's a rank 3 aircraft, which is kind of fitting for the name, because it's Lag 3, and then it has 35, which is, it also starts with the 3. So it's kind of fitting for the name that it's a rank 3 aircraft, but some people just don't realize how good it is, especially for rank 3. Because at rank 3, most planes don't have cannons, and that plane does. So it's quite awesome. Anyways, at the beginning of this game here, I am basically trying to get rid of my bombs, and I'm failing at doing it. I am failing so hard at getting rid of my bombs. I still have all 3 of them. But normally what I do at the beginning of a game, if I have bombs, I will try to drop them, and then I'll go for enemy aircraft. That clearly didn't work here. I failed at dropping the bombs, and now I'm just trying to run away from enemy aircraft. My teammate did go zipping past me, so I'm like, okay, well if you're going over there, I should probably help you. And I also feel kind of safe doing it, because I have you over there to take some of the attention from me. So I can get behind the enemies and shoot them. But I do decide to drop 2 of my bombs, not all 3. I think I'm going to drop the 3rd one on this artillery, even though it can be shot down really easily. I just wanted to drop my bombs, so that's what I did. As far as I know, the bombs actually make you... Why am I going head-on against an Airacobra? That was not very smart. Luckily, he didn't do too much damage, but as I was saying, the bombs, I believe, as far as I know, will lose their effect on your plane once you drop them. So like you're more maneuverable, you're faster and all once you drop your bombs. I believe that's the case. I don't know if that's the case, but I believe it's the case in this game. I believe it's realistic enough for that to be the case. It should be anyways, because I feel like that would be an incentive to carry bombs and use bombs, because you are not constantly being hindered by them, I guess you could say. So in case you don't know, the P-40E Kittyhawk only has machine guns, but I believe it has 6 of them. 6 or 8, I believe it's 6 though. And that is actually quite good. All of the American aircraft that only have like, even the British aircraft that only have like 6 or 8 machine guns are pretty good. Like the Kittyhawk, the Spitfires, a lot of the Spitfires only have machine guns. Hurricanes, the Tier 3 Hurricane, or Rank 3 Hurricane rather. I keep saying tier and rank and level, and I mix the words. They're called ranks in this game. So the Rank 3 Hurricane, the British one, actually has 12 machine guns. And sometimes I find myself flying that over any of the Spitfires just because the 12 machine guns are so deadly. And that's better than a Spitfire, which is a rank higher, the Tier 4 Spitfire, which has, I believe, 8 machine guns. It's more maneuverable and it's faster, but the Hurricane does have 12 machine guns, so in a way that's better. I guess it depends on how you want to fly, because the British are really meant to be flown as maneuverable aircraft. That was pretty close to hitting the mountain there. But the British are meant to be flown as maneuverable aircraft, and as a result, that's why the more maneuverable aircraft are higher in rank. But sometimes I do prefer the Hurricane, which is a lower rank, only rank 3. I just realized I'm not talking about the Kittyhawk at all. Well, I was. I kind of was. I was talking about its machine guns, and I kind of went on a tangent to the British, but it was still kind of on topic. So let's try to go back on topic. I'm shooting at a pea shooter. He does stand a chance, unlike against the Beaufighter, where he doesn't. This guy does, because he can turn inside me. He has time to, unlike the guy I shot with the Beaufighter, the I-153. He didn't even have time to try and outsteer me. However, this guy is not outsteering me. He's mostly flying straight. He's not taking sharp curves. As a result, he gets shot down. I am pretty sure he was a noob. He was not aware of the advantages his plane had over the higher tier planes. But he is more maneuverable. I'm pretty sure he's more maneuverable than higher tier planes such as mine. I haven't actually checked. I know when I was flying pea shooters, I was not aware of the fact. I only learned that later on when I reached rank 2. That's where I realized, hey, these higher rank aircraft are not as maneuverable. They're faster, but they're not as maneuverable. So that's when I realized the advantage of the reserve aircraft is their maneuverability. And most of the reserve aircraft are biplanes, but the American ones are pea shooters, which only have one wing. And I don't know if those are as maneuverable as the biplanes are. I assume they are, though, because they're reserve aircraft, and that seems to be the common theme with reserve aircraft, is they're maneuverable. But I don't know, I haven't checked. So, what else was there to talk about? There was something I wanted to say, but then I forgot it. Isn't that always wonderful? Now I'm teasing you guys. You guys are thinking, oh my gosh, you better remember what you're going to say. Or what you were going to say, because I want to know what you were going to say. It was probably important if you were going to say it. But I don't remember what it was. Maybe I'll remember. But I did just get another kill. It was a Buffalo, which is a rank 2 aircraft. There we go, not tier. Try to make myself say rank. This is a good position I'm in right here. That's an Airacobra, and I am behind it. I believe my plane is just as maneuverable as an Airacobra, if not better. So that is awesome. Airacobras are faster, that's for sure. But I just destroyed an Airacobra. That is awesome, because those things are really powerful. Reaching rank 6 in Americans, I actually did unlock the Airacobra, and I've done really well with it overall. In that beginner's video I uploaded previously, I didn't do quite so well with it. In fact, I just crashed with it. But overall, I have done really well with the Airacobra because that 37mm cannon is really good, and it does still have most of its machine guns that this thing has. Maybe even the same number, which would make it far better than this plane. But yeah, Airacobra is really good, so the fact that I was able to get behind it in this case is awesome. So we have 18 ground units, the enemy has 8, and that means we're winning, obviously, but I don't really care about that. I didn't even pay attention to ground units in this game because most games, it's not whoever kills the most ground targets wins. It's usually whoever kills the most enemy aircraft wins, because there's so many ground targets in each game, it's kind of hard to kill them all. The only time that it really happens where killing ground targets wins the game is when one team has a whole bunch of bombers. Normally that's not the case, though, because bombers are not very fun to fly and you don't get very well rewarded for it. Or at least you used to not. I haven't flown bombers in quite a while. I almost hit that tree. There were a lot of close calls in this game. Not as many as in my close calls video, because that had a lot of close calls. But there were some close calls in this game and the previous one, actually. In this whole video. The 2 games. Yay, killed an IL-2. IL-2M, which is an IL-2, I assume. Otherwise, why would it be called an IL-2 something? So 7 kills so far. That's how many I had in the Beaufighter as well. Do I get any more kills this game? You'll have to continue watching and find out which plane I do better in. I don't actually know the answer because I didn't watch these videos before recording the commentary. Maybe I should have. Might have given me something to talk about, but normally it doesn't, so I didn't even bother to. But, yeah, I need something to talk about in these videos. I can ramble about my need to have a topic to talk about. That is something to talk about, but it's not exactly what I was going for. I do get onto a... what's this thing called? A P-26A. Oh, it's another pea shooter. A reserve aircraft for the Americans. I'm just trying to shoot at it because I figure, hey, it's a reserve aircraft, it's a free kill. What is he doing all the way over here in enemy territory? Let's just shoot it down, get some more kills, and I got the assist. So that kind of sucked, but oh well. It would have been an 8th kill for my flawless kill streak, but it didn't happen. So now I am trying to land. The airfield is on the right side. We don't have airports in this game. That's something they could do if they so felt inclined, is to have like a modern map where you fly World War II planes. Like the airfields are modern, they're airports now. They're bases or some kind, or something like that. I don't know. But I am going in for a landing. You can see all the landing gear are down. Try to bleed some speed. I'm not gonna crash like I did in the Beaufighter. I see all the landing gear are down, and that was a very rough landing, but oh well, it's arcade battles. But watch what happens at the very end of this landing. I found it pretty funny when I was playing. Not as funny as the Beaufighter crash, but it was still pretty funny and scary. So I'm trying to get into cover here, because I always try to get into cover when I land in an airfield in case enemies show up. And my right wing hits the building, and I stop just in time. And my right wing is actually what kept my nose from hitting the building. So I just thought that was kind of funny and scary. Like, I almost crashed into a building after a perfect landing. That would have been pretty sad. But all the enemy ground units are destroyed, so we did get to win that way, not aircraft-wise, like it normally is. So that was different from usual. But how many kills did I get? 7 plus 4 ground kills, which I did not get in the Beaufighter. And this was actually the game that got me to rank 6 in the Americans, so I unlocked the Airacobra, the other Airacobra, which I don't know the difference between actually, and the Hellcat, which is the plane I still have yet to buy. I can't afford it yet. I'm only at 35,000 lions. I'm broke now. But yeah, I don't know the difference between the two Airacobras. If anyone knows, let me know. I believe that it's just a matter of bombs versus speed. I don't remember. I know one of them is slower. That's all I remember. But anyways, this particular game got me 15,000 lions, which is higher than most games get me, that's for sure. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed these two games in this one video, which is not something I normally do. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.